Praises and glory goes to our mighty power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations unto the elect men feeding the sheep of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, in sincerity and truth of this great gospel, man. We're going to get into this lesson. America has a big fucking problem, man, a big problem right now. You got this drug addiction that these people in Babylon the Great going through, and it's destroying these cities. It's destroying these cities. That's why you see so many homeless motherfuckers on the streets, right? And most of these people, they're addicted to drugs. They can keep a job. They can keep a family together due to their addiction. And we already know Esau, his spirit is he's that pharmaceutical spirit, that witchcraft spirit, right? He loved pushing drugs, whether it be pharmaceutical drugs. They done passed laws that made marijuana legal, right? All type of other stuff legal. You go to one state, they done decriminalize certain drugs, right? Because who's the main people on drugs right now? You Edomites, you so-called white people, and when it was so-called black people and Hispanics on drugs, where they had a war on drugs, and now they're trying to fix the problem, but the problem is unfixable. It's unfixable, man, because one of the main work in America is a drug dealer. Most of these people you see walking around, man, they selling narcotics, man. They selling narcotics. They selling some kind of stuff. It's a lot of people who ain't working, right? And how do they make ends meet? By selling drugs. You got a lot of people. Look at the steroid world, right? Look at how many people done died off that steroid, right? You got that fentanyl. Look at how many motherfuckers done died off the fentanyl, that heroin, right? The Lord is killing these Edomites, man, and killing you 2/3. Because you're not supposed to be trying to please the flesh. You're not supposed to be living to please your flesh. I'm read this. It says deaths from drugs per 100,000 population aged 15 to 64. And you see from Israel, Europe, you see America is the top. What it says, United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime. They run hand in hand. Drugs and crime run hand in hand here in Babylon the Great. It says the deadly toll of America's opioid crisis. Look at that. It's tearing their asses up. 314. And compared to these other, what it says, countries with the highest estimated number of drug-related deaths per million persons aged 15 to 64. Come on. What is the Lord doing to America? The Lord is bringing the spirit of America down. Because at one time, most people wanted to be great in America. They wanted to be successful. Now, what do these people want to do? They just want to stay home and get high. I'm reading the book of Jeremiah 51:6. And it reads, flee out the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, right? For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Yes, you put the drug addiction on the Israelites, right? You remember the 80s, the 70s, the heroin, the 80s, the crack, right? You kept pushing this bullshit in these black neighborhoods. You had the movie Godfather, where they said, yeah, keep it in the dark communities. Yeah, keep it in the black communities where the blacks. And what happened? You had fucking crackers coming to these black communities to purchase drugs, right? On the west side of Chicago, you had one area where it was just nothing but fucking cars coming from the suburbs just to come buy heroin, to come buy crack and dope. And that's the spirit of Esau, man. Esau tried to put some on us, and the Lord flipped it on his ass. I'm reading it again. It says, flee out the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquities. And this place is filled with iniquity, right? The wickedness of this place have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, man. Everybody is trying to follow the ways of Esau, Edom. Why you got a hardcore. First off, look at the countries where drugs is legal, mostly European countries, man. You got Amsterdam, these different places where prostitution is illegal. Drugs is legal, right? But in the place where black people are mostly blacks and Hispanics, they made it a crime. They criminalize you. You get punished. Why? Because the devil deals with his people differently, man. He deals with his people differently. It says, verse 7, it says, let me continue in 6. It says, flee out the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquities, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made the whole earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Right? Different philosophies, right? The women empowerment, right? That do what thou wilt spirit. That shit done spread it to all these different countries. That the music, right? The polluted music, the filthy movies, right? The homosexuality. One country told I think Netflix, they're getting carried away with all that gay shit, right? These different countries are ready to ban American stuff because what? It's too polluted, man. It's an abomination. It says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. And we know there's no healing Babylon, right? With all these different homeless people on drugs, they're not gonna get off the heroin. They're not gonna get off the crack, right? There's no rehabilitation for these people. There's no rehabilitation for these people. They said they had spent like $68 million, I think 2 years ago in California to clear up the homeless population. And they said it jumped up by 12% the next year. So they wasted $68 million. The man said they added 30 some more thousand homeless people. So we already know that Esau, and there's no fixing this problem. It says we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go everyone into his own country. Yeah, a lot of people going to flee back to their homelands because they're tired of coming out their house. And what you got, homeless encampments. You got homeless encampments. You got people just shitting in the streets, pissing in the streets, right? You got diseases. You're going to have these different plagues going very soon. That's one thing that happens. You got these rats, roaches. Look at New York, Chicago, California, rat cities, right? That's one of the main problems in America, rats. Fucking drugs, criminals, crime is out of control. Everything is out of control here in Babylon the Great. So what are we looking for? We're looking for the Lord to purge Babylon from the earth. Because once Babylon goes down, man, that's the end of the so-called white man's authority. That's the end of his rulership because the chariots is coming to destroy his ass. I'm going to read verse 9 again. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto the heaven, and is lifted up unto the skies. The Lord have brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of the Lord. And what is the future of America? America's going to eat the missiles. America's going to eat the missiles. America's what it says. You shall not go unpunished. Let me get that. Read the book of Proverbs 11, verse 21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. So what we about to see the wicked be punished, right? The wicked consists of you, starting with Esau, Edom is at the head. He's the wicked. But you other nations, you're wicked too. And 2/3 of Israel, you're filthy, polluted wicked, right? Because the Lord gave you the laws and statutes, man, a law to abide by, but you chose to choose. You chose to choose the ways of Edom. You chose the ways of your oppressor, of your colonizers. So guess what? Your colonizer is not for don't have your best interest in his heart, right? What's on Esau's mind, man? Wealth, right? Taking stuff that's not his. In his mind, he thinking this kingdom of his is going to continue to go forever with all, and everything points to this kingdom falling, financially, right? This place is dying financially, man. A bunch of jobs is being closed, right? You about to have another apocalypse of these jobs. More store closing, right? More businesses closing. They said the energy sector is all fucked up now. A lot of people can't pay their light bill, can't pay their gas bill. People can't even afford to put gas in their cars. So we already know things are not looking good for this place. This devil's being punished. I'm going to read, though, hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. Is the book of 1 Timothy 5 and 6. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. And America has been living in a lot of pleasure, right? You done got all this stolen property. You done got slaves to work for you and build up your territory for free. And then guess what? All you did was enjoy your life, get high, steal and rob and have fun. But you didn't consider the latter end. You didn't consider the latter end. In your mind, you thought you was always going to be on top, Esau. But now you see the tides turning. The tides turning, it says, but she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. And that's the spirit of America. It's a dead spirit here in Babylon the Great. And this whore is about to go down violently. I'm going to read the book of Ecclesiastes 2 and 1. It says, I said in mine heart, go to now, I will prove thee with mirth. Therefore enjoy pleasure, and behold, this also is vanity. I said of laughter, it's mad, and of mirth, what doeth? Yeah, look at all these people. They've been living in all this so-called happiness, this joyful spirit, this do what thou wilt spirit. These motherfuckers high off of drugs, partying, and getting drunk every night. And what is the end of them, man? Their minds are polluted. They don't even know their true nationality. They don't understand that the Lord is coming back to destroy this place and set up a righteous kingdom. They don't have no clue. They don't have no clue because they're too busy trying to find their lives, trying to enjoy their lives, man. So what's going to happen? The Lord said, I'm going to come as a thief in the night. The Lord's going to catch them slipping. A lot of people are going to be caught slipping because they're not prepared for what's about to come. Proverbs 21 and 17, he that loveth pleasure shall be a poor man. He that loveth wine and oil shall not be rich. And these people, all they want to please the flesh. They just want to please the flesh. They just want to feel good, right? That feel good spirit, man. No, the Lord ain't sent us here to fucking feel good. We're here to be punished. I'm talking to you Israelites. This is our place of captivity. And we just got to continue to endure this suffering just a little while longer till the Lord comes and free us out of this, man. And free us out of this, because this place only breeds what? Death. 2 Timothy 2 and 22. Flee also youthful lust. Flee also youthful lust, but follow righteousness, faith, charity, peace with them that call on the Lord out of a pure heart. Yeah, fuck the world and everything in it. The Lord then removed us out of this society and separated us from these filthy people so we could what? So we could serve him. So we could call on the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. That's the vibration on the earth right now. To the Israelites, we got to push the vibration of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. We got to call on the name of the Lord. We got to beg the Lord to come deliver us out of this filthy life that we're stuck in, man. That we're stuck in, man. The Bible said, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. It is polluted. It was destroy you with a sore destruction. And we see it happening to our people, man. Even the rich, the so-called wealthy people of our nation, they're not happy here in this society, man. They got to do whatever this devil tell them to do just to keep a few dollars in their pockets, man. Just to keep that lifestyle, just to keep that house, that car. So we already know this ain't our rest. This is Esau's rest. And you're here to just entertain the devil. You're here to entertain the devil while the devil's drinking and getting high and enjoying his life. He got you what? Running, jumping, singing, dancing, entertaining him, man. Entertaining him. And guess what? His mirth is coming to an end too. You can see his whole entertainment world is dying, man. Hollywood is dying. These comedians are not funny. Nobody gives a fuck about sports and entertainment no more, man. What is people thinking about, man? Their future, man. People thinking about how they gonna eat. People thinking about how they gonna pay their bills. Galatians 5 and 16. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh, man. That's why you gotta be in this Bible. That's why you gotta know in the name of the Lord. You gotta call on the Lord, so you don't fall victim to what the filth of this society. Esau done set up certain things in this society for you to fall. Drugs, right? For you to fall. A lot of these wicked ass women that will cause you to fall. These wicked ass women will cause you to fall, man. But trying to be part of this world, you're gonna fall. Trying to find your life in this society, you're gonna fall. Trying to be great in the sight of men, you're gonna fall, man. Because if you're really in the truth, you're supposed to be hated. You're supposed to be not liked, despised. For what? For righteousness, man. We're in a wicked world, so this world is not supposed to like us. And we're not supposed to like this world because this world is against the ways of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. This world is about, like we said, pleasing the flesh. That's all these people care about, whether it be with food, whether it be with drugs, whatever they use to fulfill that lust. I'm going to read Galatians 5 and 16 again. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh, for the flesh lusteth against the spirit. It's a war, flesh versus spirit. And the spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary to one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. But if ye be led of the spirit, ye are under the law, man. So you gotta let the spirit of the Lord lead you. You gotta be guided by the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And what is the spirit? The words of this book. The words of this book.